Welcome back to Farming Simulator with the Rudeman. We're back on Western Wilds. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? I'm testing my chat, see if it works okay. Hi, Tim. Jeremy's in the house. Hey, Jeremy. Trying to see if the chat's working okay. Well, Twitch is working. Hi, Andy. All right, see if this works. Takes forever. I typed it 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
there it goes. First round's on me. All right, things are working. We'll take off where we left off. All right, let's see if I can get this sold. Thank you, Andy. Was going to be my next question. All right, let's see what happens when I get up here. Nothing. Right. Take the straps off. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I think the trigger is lower than the truck. So, what I might be able to do is drop the load, unload here. Yeah, but that's not the question. The question is it loading? Is it offloading left, right, middle, center? Where's it offloading? Well, I'm just going to give it a shot. Okay, it offloaded it to the left. This is going to be a pain in the ass if I have to do this manually. I wish I'd have just picked the straw up, sold it. I really didn't want to bale it. Okay. Well, let's start picking it up, I guess. There's one. There's two. We're getting $28.77 a bale. And we'll just sell it as best we can, I guess. Gonna make it kind of hard to tell the total. Okay, I'm interested to find out what this regular bale is gonna sell for right here. Let's see what this one sells for. Oh, only 792. So it is a difference. There is a difference between the silage bale and the regular hay bale. Which I'm not really surprised. I just didn't know how much. What happened? Dark morning? Andy says dark morning. Good job, Andy. Andy's from Scotland. He just lives in England. Well, that wasn't too bad. I got it done. I don't know how much money I made, but I got a lot of bales to sell. A pain in the ass. All right, here we go. God, this is going to take forever. I should have done this offline. All right. What do we got here? Control Alt Delete. Open all. Fasten there. Fasten that. We're on the truck. Let's move to the trailer. Square bales. Enable auto load. Unload here. Full pallet auto load. Disable. I don't want to disable it. I want it to pick the stuff up. See, it automatically puts the straps on, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's going left to right. That's a pain. So I can pick up half the bales at once, I guess. Yeah, see, it's not going to pick it up. Piece of junk. Oh, hey, Craig. Hey, how you doing, Craig? Miss you, buddy. Yeah, I streamed 3 times this week. I streamed Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. Matt missed that one. Piece of junk. Oh, man. Am I going the wrong way? I can't figure this out. Is it left or is it right? I gotta find another trailer. This one just doesn't do it for me. Football. I have no idea why it picks up some and it doesn't pick up others. Just doesn't make any sense. Hey, Wayne. What you up to today, Wayne? It's just crazy how it chooses to get one and not the other. I don't understand. I got to remember there's still stumps in the road too, on the field. Okay, it says I got 100%. So I'm not quite sure what it's doing. But I don't want to mess it up. If it's 100% and I put more on there and I don't get credit for them, that'd make me mad. I think I do, but I'm not sure. Made a flight this morning, you're off the rest of the day, huh? Oh man, this is gonna take forever and I just want to plow that field. Well, it could be that I've got a problem with, there's two mods going on here. One of them is the trailer itself, and the other one is an auto load mod. And I think I have to have both, but I'm not sure. Because I didn't have the auto load mod before, and I couldn't get anything to auto load. So I put the auto load in, and it started auto loading, so I don't know. See, it says I've already got 100%, so I don't understand. But yet it says I only have 15 and 56. So I don't know what the hell that is. The trailers mess up. That's what I think. I think the trailer's just messed up. And I haven't found another one. There's got to be more out there, but I don't have time to go look for mods since I don't really play this game anymore. I don't want to spend... I used to spend... When I was playing this game, you know, for entertainment, I'd spend hours and hours out there looking for new mods, testing them, you know, trying them out, that kind of stuff. But since I don't play the game anymore, I don't want to spend that kind of time looking for mods that I don't really care about. I got other things to do. Like I spent 3 hours on a flight this morning before the live stream started because I have to have, you know, flight movies to put up. I have more people watching my flights than I have anything else right now. So that includes the live stream. I mean, the live streams are not like videos. As far as, you know, the page goes, the YouTube page goes, it's not the same. And because basically I've got you guys watching my live streams. There's not that many more that watch it. It'll be up for 3 or 4 days, and I'm lucky to get half a dozen people. But I'm getting, you know, more people watching the flights now than any other thing I got going up. I know I have people ask me about the Hogwarts game, but nobody's watching it. I'll do a video on the Hogwarts game. I'm lucky to get 7-8 people watch it. It's too much work for that. You know, I'm getting to the point where I'm relaxing more. You know, I don't want to work that hard anymore like I used to. I mean, you guys remember, anybody who's been with me long enough, man, when I started, I was putting about 3 videos up a day. And I was working, you know, 18-hour days trying to get videos done. And I did that for 1.5 years, and then I slowed down to about a video a day. And I'm talking 7 days a week, you know, that I was doing that when I first started. And the whole object was, it was a new channel. I wanted to get content up. I wanted to get a lot of videos up so people would have something to see. And then, you know, things are getting tough now. When I came on live stream yesterday, only about half of people got, not even half of the people got a notification that I was even online. All right, I'm going to stop at 40. I don't want to push it. Craig's got 3,175 grain buckets. You rich, man, Andy says. My pays aren't good, huh? Don't like my pays, huh? I'm paying the going Rudeman rate. At least the bales are purty. I can't remember who told me to make blue. I think Andy was one of them. I had several votes for blue. Cheers, Andy. I was reading some article that they said YouTube would probably be a thing of the past in a year or so. I don't know what it's going to be replaced with, but probably TikTok. Chinese are taking over, man. I can't believe everybody's using a program that's basically for Chinese to spy on them. I've never even logged into TikTok. People want to be popular. Oh, I just had 1,000 people watch my TikTok video. And what's the TikTok video? Oh, it's me trying to dance like Wednesday on the Netflix show. Oh, really? In the meantime, you're supporting China with a spy program. Here's the funny thing about that. Nobody denies it. I mean, the government doesn't even deny it. You know, they said, yeah, that's China. All right, there you go. Okay. Oh, geez. Back at it, yes. I'm not sure, Andy. I could try it. I can try next load. It just never entered my mind. Here's what I was afraid of. I've used this before. And one time I dumped them and they all ended up on top of the building and into the woods and everywhere else. So I was worried about that. When I was surprised when it just dumped them right on the ground, still in a pile. That surprised me. Because like I said, the last time I used it, it threw bales every damn where. There were bales in the forest. There were bales on top of the roof.
Oh, yeah.
So I was a little worried about that. But now that I see it's dropping it straight down, maybe I'll try it. Hey, JJ, cheers. Uh-oh. Not picking up. All right, what's going on? Oh, it's on the truck again. No wonder. Keep switching to the truck. Well, I switched to the truck because I took the straps off. But that shouldn't be on the truck. That should be on the trailer, right? It's a trailer that has the straps, not the truck. Oh, well, I can't figure it out. I'm not going to worry too much. It's functioning. Even if it's a pain, it's still functioning. So we'll go with it. We'll go with the flow. I'm easy. So, hey, my computer's coming right along, my new PC, and I've mentioned it a couple times, but I know people are used to me building my own, and I just decided I'm getting too old for that crap, and I didn't want to build this time. So, I hired a company to do it, a company I trust. It's a company I've dealt with for a number of years now. And one of the things I like about this company is they're very proactive and upfront on keeping you in the loop. And so the first thing they do is they have certain phases of the build, and you're involved in each phase. They send me information, pictures, and texts, and of what's going on, what they're doing at every step of the way. So the last phase, it was built and they were stress testing it. When the stress test, they have several programs, mathematical programs and things that they run that will put a strain on the computer. It strains the computer, to the max. And they let it run for like 24, 48, 72 hours, whatever it is. They let it run for a number of hours until something breaks or doesn't break. And the reason for that is if something isn't working correctly, they'll know it because the results on the tests won't be right. The other thing is if something actually breaks down, they know it. And with that, they can replace it. So before they even mail it out. So they do quite a stress test on it, and that's the phase it was in for the last several days. Got an email this morning, and they said they're in the fourth stage, which is wiping off fingerprints, cleaning up everything, making it nice and shiny, put a wax on, wax off, whatever it takes, which means that the next step is shipping. And they do it in a way that you can track it easily. So that's where I'm sitting so far on this rig. Okay, I went on both sides of this and it didn't pick it up either time, so let me... Yeah, see, it's not working. God damn it. And I'm not really looking forward to it the way you might think. Okay, come on. It isn't going to pick it up either side? Well, that's a bummer. What the hell's wrong with it? Yeah, I'm not looking forward. Anybody else would be jumping up and down. Oh my God, my new computer's coming. I'm not looking forward to it in the fact that once it gets here, I got a ton of work to do. Right now I've got 3 computers sitting around me. I've got 5 monitors and a 55-inch 4K television set. That doesn't include all the keyboards, all the HOTASes, all the peripheral equipment that I have to do my video games. I mean, I've got a steering wheel for the truck driving, clutch, brake, accelerator. I've got a gear shift that I hook up for the driving. I've got 4 HOTASes for flying, 4 different ones that all have to be set up. Everything's gonna. 2 of the computers are gonna move to make room for the 3rd one. Everything has to be hooked up. Everything has to be set up on a server because I run my own server. That's what links all these PCs together. So if I need something, I'll do a recording on the gaming PC, and all I have to do is grab it and push a button, and it sends it over to another PC that starts the rendering process. All that has to be reset up, all the server, the cables. Make sure I have, current technology cables, that all has to be done. It's just going to be a pain in the ass. Plus the fact, altogether, I spent about $5,000, and I haven't even finished yet, because that doesn't include another hard drive that I'm ordering for storage. I have to have a place to put all my videos that I create. The drive I have right now is almost full, so it's good timing that the new PC's coming, because I'll start off with a new storage drive for any new videos that I make from this point on. But I'm not really looking forward to all that work. I'm too damn old for that kind of work. All right, Andy, we'll give it a shot here, see if it works. Yes, I still have. I didn't buy a new keyboard, mouse, or monitor for the new PC. I'm going to be using old equipment, because that would have been another $400 for a keyboard and a mouse. And so what I'm going to do is I bought a switch that I'm going to be able to hook the gaming keyboard I've got and mouse I've got right now into this thing and run it to both PCs, the two PCs that I will be using on my desktop. So I can do that with just one keyboard and one mouse. Well, it kind of worked, Andy. Only missed a couple. All right, before I start this, I need to check something. When I wasn't paying attention, excuse me, my olives ripened, and I didn't get a chance to spray them. I didn't realize the olives were ready to go. So I'm only getting 50% yield here because I didn't get a chance to spray them, not realizing they were ripening. But the grapes need spraying. Excuse me. Need to come and pick up my honey. Who's got the honey money? Yeah, I was about ready to only get 50% on the grapes too, but I noticed that they hadn't been sprayed. So today's the day, I guess, eh? All right, I'm gonna go every other one and then check it. Now I think it hooks. I think it sprays together, but we'll find out. All right, let's check this out. So we got fertilized 39%. That's all. What? %. Well, maybe I have to spray it twice. Okay, but the good news is it's doing. If I skip every row, it's doing it. Oh, shit, I should have turned that off. Dang it. Let me in. Let me in. Why won't it let me in my rig? Oh, I'm trying to pick it up. Stupid. You silly farmer. Okay, so that means I can go every other row and I'll be okay. I was worried about that. I didn't want to have to do every row if I didn't have to. Know what I mean? So yeah, I had other things I wanted to do, but this needs to be done, so. That's a tight squeeze. Mama's got a squeeze box, Daddy plays all night long. Anybody ever remember that song? About the squeeze box? Mama's got a squeeze box, Daddy squeezes all night long. Or plays all night long. Weehaw. X-rated. Well, it was back in the 60s, 70s, when you couldn't understand the words, so nobody knew. I mean, it's like that Sting song. The Police, Sting, they had a song about I'll Be Watching You. Everybody thought it was a love song, and they said, no, it's a stalker song. The guy's threatening her. I'll be watching you. You know, don't cheat on me. And, you know, so everybody thought it was a love song. There's a bunch of songs like that, though. If you really listen to the words, you're going to, you know, kind of wish maybe you didn't know what they were saying. So that particular song has quite a bit of music to it, and nobody's listening to the words, really. People were simple back then. All right, so I'm going to have to probably come back and do a second fertilizing, but I hope I'll have to remember to only do that after I've sped time up one more time. It's got to be in this next growth stage. How do you like those noises? This one thing about this game when they came out with this new iteration, they did the sounds right. The sounds on the game are really good. You know, you can hear the equipment squeaking and squawking and the banging and metal hitting metal. And the sounds are really good. They did a good job on that. You know, the details, the visual details are good too. I just wish there was more to the game than planting, harvesting, and selling. That's about all there is. Over and over and over. And if it wasn't for modders, you'd be doing it all on the same cheap little farms that they give you. Even the staunchest fan of farm sims got to admit that the maps they give you from Giant are crappy. Maybe a good starting map, but all right. So now I got to wait for the next growth spurt, and then we can maybe spray it again, hopefully, if the grapes don't ripen. Wayne says he remembers. It was kind of a strange song, but it was a popular song. I don't even remember who did it. I should Google it. Uh-oh, missed that one. I was on the wrong side. That's stupid. Wonder why it has to be. Something to do with the triggers, I'm sure. See if I can pick these up now that wouldn't pick them up the first time. Where's all the girls today? No Tina. No Lori. Lori's always busy. She's always doing something. Cooking or taking care of Rob. Yeah, it's not going to pick those up. I'm going to have to probably grab them by hand. Yeah, it's not going to pick that one up. Pick that one. This is not as easy as picking your nose, I'm telling you. Yeah, there's a ton of them, Andy. That's why I kept saying, oh my God, this is going to be a lot of work. I wish I hadn't have bailed. I didn't want to. Anybody that watches me knows I don't like bailing. I like the new bail system, though. I mean, the one that's that I've got set up to automatically dump and, you know, and it wraps it. If you want it wrapped. Yeah, it must be Taco Thursdays. I got a theory about it, Andy. I probably shouldn't say it live, though. I think there's just only so much binks they can take. I don't know. What's everybody else think? That was mean. Sorry, Binks. I'm just teasing. Could be me. There's only so much of me they can take. That's probably more like it. I can't even take me. Now, it says there's that I'm full, but I'm going to keep working. Hell with it. If I don't get paid for some of them, I don't get paid for some of them. I knew Andy'd like that. Andy thinks like me. Is Scorpion's fault? Probably. He's not here to supervise anymore. I might have to plow those under. That's just more plowing to do. All right, why is it changing the camera on me? It's still stacking them up. I'll just keep going. I think 4 tiers might be it, the limit. I don't know. And some of them go on crooked, as you can tell. Wasn't me, it was Andy. Binks. Someone's in the kitchen with Binks. Someone's in the kitchen. Oh, 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 oh. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna get any more. Those, like, for some reason won't pick up anyway. Oh, that one got it. All right, let's go in. We'll do our thing. Scorpentina up in the tree. Kissing. Damn it. Oh, what the hell? I ran into the building and everything fell off. Oh, for crying out loud. That stupid camera moved on me. Dang it all. As if I needed this. Accidents on the farm. How many days accident free was I? Well, it picked up a lot of it. It picked up a lot of it. We'll be okay. No worries. We'll be fine. This is going to take a hot minute. I don't have to go all the way though. I can throw it. Don't panic. Yeah, Andy. Don't panic. Keep it calm. You guys probably notice I'm in a crabby mood today. No particular reason. It's just every once in a while you kind of have to do it. You know what I mean? You can't be all excited every day. One more. Scorpion needs to be here today. He used to love when I get crabby. He he said the videos were better if I was crabby. Keep calm, have a beer. I want an Andy beer. Andy, give me a beer. Oh. All of this, and I've only made so far a couple 100,000. Because I had 1,500,000 when I started.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy. Cheers. Is this soup du jour yet? I got to look forward to something. You know it's a bad day for me that when instead of looking forward to a soup du jour, I'm looking forward to the stream to be over. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have had days like that, though. I've had days where I just haven't felt good, and I was scheduled for a live stream, so I did it anyway. Most of those days, I never said anything, though. Might have been quieter. Other than that, I never really said anything. Today, I'm just I don't know. I'm in a mood. Let's put it that way. Must be my time of month. I did an essay on that when I was in college. I did a college paper about how I thought that men had a time of the month just like women do. The only difference is blood isn't involved. Well, maybe if you're beating on another guy or something. But yeah, I had a theory that men have a cycle just like women do. And here's the funny thing: I've often said at work, that there's sometimes men are worse than women for gabbing and telling tall stories and oh, did you hear what Al did yesterday? Sometimes men are worse than women when it comes to gossip. But I think I got an A on that paper too. When people started thinking about it, and they I think he's right. I think men do have a cycle, just like women do. You just don't notice it. Or you don't pay attention to it, or you're not around them enough. And that's the case, I think. You're just not around men enough. I used to talk. There was a couple gals that I worked with. Well, there were many actually that I worked with over the years that would admit that the time I spent with them in a work day was a lot more time than I spent with my wife all day long. If you think about it, if you go to work and you work an 8-hour, at a minimum an 8-hour shift, sometimes we'd work overtime and that kind of thing. There was a job that I had where I worked 6 days a week. And so if you think about it, you work with somebody closely. I mean, if you're at a sales counter next to somebody and you're there all day, and the only difference is you get separate lunch hours. But if you think about it, you spend 8 hours with this person every day of the week. You go home and you maybe see your wife a couple hours before you go to bed. You have dinner, you talk, maybe watch a TV show or two, but you only see your wife 2-3 hours a day, where you see the person you work with at least 8 hours solid a day. It's even bad enough that there's terminology in a lot of businesses, in a lot of office type businesses, where they call their workmate, their work wife, or their work husband, because they actually see them more than their real wife and husband. There's a term for it, you know, that, oh yeah, this is Jay, he's my work husband. That it doesn't imply, you know, affairs or anything like that. It's just the fact that you spend more time with them than you do with your wife. All right, I'm going in. Hell with it. Tired of this. Oh, Wayne's out? All right, Wayne, I missed it. Where'd he go? Got to go helicopter to bed and finish paperwork. See you, Wayne. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Don't work too hard. Wonder what Wayne's going to do when he retires, because it seems like flying helicopters would be fun. Yeah, that's easy to do, Andy, especially if you really have to work closely to somebody. There's always, in every job, there's always somebody that you just think, oh my God, I wish I didn't have to work with this person. Man or woman, doesn't matter. There's always somebody. Because people are people, and people are no damn good, in my opinion. Alrighty. I'm getting the hang of this now. So, if you're wondering how I'm doing this, if you have super strength, you left click on an item and you can pick it up, right? Okay. Once you pick something up, like let me grab a bale. I'll grab a bale, right? Well, let's grab one from this one. Okay, if you grab a bale, you get one bale, and then you can drop it, or what you can do is right-click on it. If you right-click on it, it throws it. Okay, so what I'm doing with these piles is I'm not picking it up. I'm just hitting the throw button, and it pushes them. Watch, it pushes them. So I just click the right button, and it pushes them all. And that's easier than picking it up and throwing it, picking it up and throwing it. I can go to the bottom here and just kick that sucker. And it's a lot quicker. Just a little pro tip from the old Rudeman. I may not play this game anymore, but I still know a few tricks. Oh, is it soup du jour yet? I think it's getting close enough. What do you think? I think it is. I'm going to grab me something. I'm going to grab me a little something. A little something. Oh, crap. I've got a cup of tea here I didn't finish. Okay, hang on a second. I just realized I have a shot that I didn't take today. Uh-oh. Might be why I'm in a bad mood. Crap and noodle do. All right, I have a shot I didn't take today, which is kind of important, and I'm hours late. Now I have to keep it refrigerated, so I can't take it until it warms up. I'm gonna set myself a little notice here and run and take this shot when it warms up. I'm glad I reached for that cup of tea. It made me think. Finish the tea before I can have my soup du jour. I got to set my tea warmer aside and let it cool down. Accidentally put my hand on it. That won't be good. All right, here we go. Hang on. Night Wolf. Night Wolf says he usually grabs the bottom one. Yeah, that works too. I've done that before. All righty. How's Night Wolf tonight? Or today? I guess it's still daytime. All right, let's put that away, and we're gonna do some drinking and mixing now. Come on, you guys don't realize when I put that cat on that I'm mixing Fireball with the Mountain Dew. That's what that's all about. And am I teasing? Yeah, I am. I've thought about it though, but I don't drink alcohol. So if I did, I mean, I do have. I've got 2 bottles of Fireball in the fridge next to me. And if I'm going to drink anything, I'll drink a little whiskey. But I'm talking like not even a shot glass once a year, maybe. It's usually an eggnog. But yeah, because I don't really drink. I've got no reason to and no desire to, in actuality. You've heard me talk about why I don't drink. There's no real reason, except for probably the biggest reason I don't drink is the fact I don't like anything. I don't like the taste of beer. Wine makes me sick. Whiskey gives me a not whiskey per se, but hard liquor, vodka, gin. Not tequila. I can drink tequila, but even whiskey. If it wasn't Fireball, I can't drink regular whiskey. It tastes like kerosene to me. I don't like the taste of it, and that's one of the reasons why I don't drink it. Probably the biggest reason. But the second, which is equally important to me, is a lot of people like to drink because they get high. Okay? That getting high, that's what I don't like. I don't like that. Not one bit. I don't like the feeling that I can't stop giggling. I'm not a nasty drunk. I get giggly and I get sleepy. Probably because I don't drink, a little bit of alcohol knocks me out. So, but before I can pass out, I get giggly. And I don't like that. I don't like not being able to control. I don't like not being able to stand up from a table and walk to the restroom without falling down. I don't like not being in control of my mind or my body. That's the biggest reason I don't drink, to excess. Now, the reason I don't drink anything is because I don't like the taste of anything. I don't like beer. Wine makes me sick. Whiskey gives me a gagging reaction. So it's just not worth it. I'd just as soon have a Mountain Dew or a root beer, any kind of soda. I'd rather have that than alcohol. And that's just me. And you know what? In the long run, I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm glad I didn't, because I've had family members that have drinking problems, and it's ruined their lives. I've never had that problem. You're working, what kind of work? You don't have to tell me exactly what it is, but what field? What do you do? Or do I know already? You'll have to forgive me. Sometimes my memory's not what it used to be. Security officer. When I was a kid, I wanted to go, you know how kids think about things, like some people, I want to be an airline pilot, I want to be a doctor. I wanted to be a cop. But I'm so glad I didn't. I tried a couple of times. One time in particular, there was a job for a deputy sheriff in a county, and I had to take the government test. There's a test for, for law enforcement. There's a government test for law enforcement. Actually, there's 3 of them, I think. Because when they give the test, they don't always give the same one. It's a random choice. So when you have to take the government test, it's only given on a certain basis. It's not given all the time. It's given on a certain basis. In this case, they gave it because they had an opening in the deputy's office there. And they randomly choose a version of the test. There's an A, B, and a C test, if I'm not mistaken. And so I had to take this test, and I got second highest score on the test. The funny thing was, though, as we're getting ready to take the test, I'm sitting at a table with like 5 other guys, and the whole room, there's two sessions of about 50 people taking this test. There was a morning test and an afternoon test, and each test had about 50 people in it. And we sat at a table, and at my table was a reserve policeman, a sergeant, and a couple of real officers, and me. And as I'm listening, these guys are opening their test up and saying, "Oh no, this is the A test. I've only taken this 3 times." And I hope that, and one guy's, "Yeah, me too. I hope I can at least get through all the questions this time." And I'm thinking, oh my God, this must be really hard. I took the test in half the time they allotted for us to do it. And I looked up and didn't know what to do because everybody else was still not even barely off the first couple pages. And I thought, something's wrong, because that was the easiest damn test I ever took in my life. And these are real cops that have already taken it several times, and they couldn't even get through it. And so I thought about it. I looked around the room, and I said, well, there's no point in just sitting here. So I stood up, and I took my test up to the teacher and handed it in, and I left. And then later, everybody was meeting to see how they came out on the test, the results. And these guys were all upset because they still hadn't been able to get through the whole test. And I'm just inside, I'm laughing my ass off because that was the easiest test I've ever taken. And it was just, I thought, man, cops must be stupid. I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. As it was, I didn't get the job, and it wasn't surprising. It's not surprising to have a job like that open and not already know who they want for the job. And that was the case. They'd already had somebody selected, but they had to go through the process. So anyway, I was just happy I got the second highest score. The guy that got the first highest score was a college student. But in the long run, I'm glad. I would hate to be a cop now. It's got to be a terrible, terrible job. There's no respect. Nobody has respect for authority anymore. It's just, it's got to be tough. Just got to be. The beer, what? The beer in your hand gives it away. I don't drink myself. Mountain Dew is my lifeblood. Yeah. All right, especially if you're a gamer. I'm only a half-ass gamer because I don't like Cheetos that much. Usually gamers, it's Mountain Dew and Cheetos. Or Doritos sometimes. My son likes the Doritos that come in a blue bag. What are they? Something Ranch. Cool Ranch. Those are the Doritos he likes. I like just the regular Doritos. I don't know why it wouldn't pick these up. They're going right on the truck. Let me in, let me in. Won't let me in my truck. Why won't it let me in? Won't let me in. Too much equipment. I'm telling you, I can't even. Oh, I missed it. How did I miss it? Oh, just went right by it. Yeah, here, Andy, hold my beer. Hey, it picked it up. Why wouldn't it pick it up the last time? Well, see, they're going to pick it up. Where'd it go? Did it put it on? Must have. And it's still not going to let me in. Let me in my own truck. Dang it. Come on. Holy smokes. Security officer. So we've got a guy that comes in. Maddie comes in occasionally, and Maddie works in a youth detention, I think. Now, why is that? Oh, maybe that's why it wouldn't pick it up. That one bail is only a partial bail. It's not a full bail. Maybe that's why it didn't pick it up. Oh, come on. Now I got to get out again. I think it's the super strength that won't let me back in my truck. Okay. Why is that not working? Uh-oh, phone's ringing. Not sure who it is. I hope it wasn't my doctor. I didn't recognize the number. We don't give our numbers out. I don't use my cell phone like a lot of people do. We don't. The only people that get my number are relatives, maybe a close friend, doctors, lawyers. You know, somebody I have to do business with. But we don't use our phones like most people do. The only reason I carry my phone is because it's hooked up to the sensor in my arm for my diabetes. So I have to carry my phone all the time, even in the house. I just keep it in a pocket somewhere, and I have to be within 12 or 20 feet of it so that it can sense the sensor that's in my arm, and it keeps track of my blood sugars. And then it transmits the results of my blood sugars. I mean, it's constantly on there. I can tell my blood sugars. It's any time of the day. It's just constantly there. I don't have to scan it or anything. And it sends that information to directly to my doctor. That's the only reason I carry a phone. And of course, unless I'm traveling, if we leave the house, we'll take our phone with us. But other than that, we don't use our cell phones at all. I don't watch videos on them. I don't text. Well, I text because my kids don't like to talk on the phone. They always want to text for some reason. So I do some texting with the kids, family members, but we don't carry our phones around with us and play games and check weather and do anything like that. It's just an emergency type thing. I can't think of anybody I really want to talk to. And I can't think of anything to say. I mean, if I call family members, it's like, hi, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. How you feeling? Good. How you feeling? Good. So what's the weather at home? I don't know. What's the weather where you're at? That's about it. And then we sit there in silence for a half hour. We got nothing else to say. I just can't think of things to say. I don't know why people, I don't know how they do it. I'll see people on the phone in the grocery store and say, you couldn't wait a half hour to get your groceries done before you talk to somebody? What the hell? Hey, let me in that time. I'm going to lose that bail. You wait and see. If I'm face to face with somebody, generally I can think of something to say. But on a phone, my mind just goes blank. Can't think of anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, I saw your wife with some other guy the other day. Really? Oh, it's my brother. Well, that don't mean it's innocent. Hell, how can you trust your brother? I'm just making shit up now. This should be my last bail. Now I can get to plowing. Matter of fact, I'm so. Oh man. Hey, it threw a strap on that last one I threw up there. All right, this should be my last bale, and then I get to plow. Finally, how many live streams has it been since I had the chance to plow this field? Oh, it took it. Let me in. Let me in. What in the world? Why won't it let me in my truck? Doggone it. All right, here we are. Partial bales, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Andy. That's what I was thinking. So I got 2 million. I'm a rich man. If I was a rich man, somebody'd knock me in the head and take all my money, and I'd be dead in the ground and not rich. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. So why do you want to be a rich man? Somebody's just going to take it from you. If it isn't your wife, it's the IRS. No point in that. Okay, it won't unload. Why won't it unload? It's not unloading. There it goes. Oh, okay, let's get this done and go get my plow. If I had a tuna sandwich. All right. Oh, I got a Mountain Dew to drink. I didn't take the first sip, did I? Oh my God, that's cold. It's still cold. I have it in a koozie. It stays cold. All right, let's unhook from this. And we're going to do some plowing. And there's no girls here to ask me about the plowing. Can't believe those girls. I can understand that Tina's not here because the way Aiden's been lately, she's probably had to take him a pack of cigarettes into the jail. Kid's been bad. All right, now I gotta change this to create. So, and I don't remember the button. Is it Y? Yeah, Y. Why? Because we love you. All right, so I'm going to try to hire a worker, but I don't know what he's going to do with it. No, it's not going to let me. It isn't going to let me. So, let's turn the GPS on and see if I have anything set up for the plow. Large plow, I do. All right, so there you go. We got that, and we need to go. I need to switch it around. Do that, turn it on, and we're ready. Here we go. Uh-oh. Twice to turn the strength on and off? Really? You're probably right. I'll take your word for it, Andy. Man, I've been trying to plow this field up for how long? Okay, you know I bought those fields to the left of me. I bought all those fields, and I am not going to bale it. I may cut the grass, but I'm just going to pick it up, sell the grass. Although I wouldn't necessarily have to do that. I do have a silage silo. I could cut the grass and make silage out of it and sell the silage. That's what we used to do in the old days, back in Farm Sim 15, 17. Mostly 17, I think. I think it was 17 that had a good price on silage. Doodle doodle doo doo. This is going to be a big field, right cheer. Anybody remember what I was going to do on this field? I was going to plant something, and I don't remember. Yeah, I think you're right, Knight. 15 and 17, we made a killing on silage. Those were the days when mods worked like they were supposed to. Even 19 mods work pretty good. When you get to 22, the mods don't work like they used to. Man, I tell you, it's raining like crazy here the last couple days. We had 2 days last week, 2 days we had some sunshine. Now, it wasn't warm by any means, but it was at least nice to look at. And it wasn't cold. It was, in the 50s. And we had 2 days of sunshine. Before that, we had over 4 weeks of rain. And as soon as those 2 days were up, it started raining again. Last night, I heard bang, bang, bang. It sounded like somebody was beating on a snare drum. And I went to the window, and there was hail bouncing off the road at least a foot. And hailing so hard I couldn't see across the street. I thought, holy smoly. I thought winter was over. All right, looks like I've got some stumps to pull. I knew they were out here. You just can't see them until you plow. Well, you can. I can see that one on the left there, but some of them were actually in the bushes. That's right, Andy. Man, I used to use the hell out of course play. In 15 and 17, I mean, I used to have courses where I could have, pick up silage. I would use the silage clamps, make silage, and I'd have my dump truck and my front end loader automatically pick it out of there, put it in the truck, and the truck would go dump it or whatever it was going to do. I had that all automated with course play, and then you get to 19 and course play wouldn't even work. Oh, for crying out loud. All right, I better get this. It might be a doctor. Well, that was great. It was the same call that came in. Somebody with an Indian accent asking for a Rudolph John. something about Medicare. And I thought, are you kidding me? Over my cell phone? Yeah, those are the good old days, Andy, when Courseplay actually worked well. Yeah, normally I wouldn't have answered that call, but I'm supposed to have a referral to a new doctor. And they said it'd be a week or two before they got back to me. Now that I think about it, I never gave them my cell phone, so that wouldn't be that doctor anyway. Oh, shoot. I was going to tie these two together. Hang on. I meant to tie these two fields together. I forgot I was going to do that. Okay, rather than do this back and forth, let's do it this way. This will be easier. This will be much easier. What was I thinking? I hate those damn calls. I signed up for an account where this company goes, you give them your email addresses and stuff, and they start doing a search, and anytime they find your name or any of your information, they write a letter, like a lawyer letter, saying cease and desist from using this private information. Supposedly there is a law. I know there's a law on email that if you have somebody that keeps sending you email, they have to, by law, give you the opportunity to unsubscribe from their service. So if somebody gets your name and addresses and they keep sending you stuff on menopause or something, you can choose to tell them, I don't want to get any more of your emails. Stop. They have to by law. And so anyway, I got tired of all this stuff, and I signed up for this company that does it for me. They go out, and it actually stops some of the phone calls that you get, because we get phone calls all friggin' day that are trying to sell us something. It's so bad that we never answer the phone. We just let the machine get it every time. And it's all day long. And it's just frustrating. Now, I'm talking about a landline, not a cell phone. I'm talking about a landline. I'm not quite sure how it works on cell phones. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. But this company, I bought an annual subscription, and they start sending out legal letters telling people to cease and desist using my private information. And a lot of times I will get a new email from them saying, we got this request. Are you sure you want to do this? And it's like another legal type letter. And then you just answer, yes, I'm sure. I don't want you using my personal and private information. I've been doing that for a couple of months now, and man, I tell you, the phone calls have literally stopped. I will still occasionally get one, But this outfit sends me information all the time as to, we found another 15 people that are using your private information, and we sent letters to them, and so it's working pretty good. Because you never know where this information, how they get your information. I mean, they can get private information on you almost anywhere nowadays, and there's no stopping them. It's just no stopping them. So this is great, and it didn't cost me a lot of money. It cost me a couple $100 a year, but it's worth it. Okay, so I'm going on this end because I want to be able to turn around without having to pick the plow up at the end of the field. So let's see, this one more, maybe I'll be able to do that. I don't have any problem on the other end because I tied those two fields together. But this end, I want to be able to turn without picking up the plow. Just turn and do the next run, next run, next run. Make it easier. I like things that are easy. All right, I'll do one more, and then we'll start at the other end. I need a bigger plow. Man, I tell you, talking about 15 and 17, we used to have some equipment that was outrageous. I can remember having plows that were 50 yards long and unbelievable equipment. I had a flatbed truck that would pick up hay bales about 20 feet high or higher, and just unbelievable. Gotta love a good, like a mower that mows about 30 feet. Portugal, this is Western Wilds. It's an alien gym map, Daniel. It's one of those maps that you don't get any fields. You have to make your own fields. So you have to clear the land and, plot your field out. That's what I'm doing right here, making my own field. I bought all this land here, and I cleared the trees off of it. You'll see some of the stumps that I missed. I have to come back and finish pulling stumps out, but that's a job for another day, I think. Yeah, it's the same guy, Daniel. It's the same mod author. Alien Jim's his name. He used to come in and chat with us all the time, but I haven't seen him for a while. Yeah, this way I don't have to pick the plow up at the end of the field. I can just keep driving. Plowing, plowing, plowing. Hey, Dennis. How you doing today, Dennis? All right, Binks. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing good, Dennis. Family's doing good. Thank you for asking. We're doing it the Rudeman way. It's a GPS mod. Can't remember what it's called. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a GPS mod. If you look over by this by the speedometer, the top top 3 icons are the GPS. The middle one is the satellite, and then like if I turn it on and off, I'll turn it off. That turned the steering wheel's on off. And when it's on, it turns the middle line green. And then if I hit this button, it turns it completely off. And then you have a button that goes into the menu so you can set up. Because each thing goes by its own width. So you have to set it up. Like right now, I have it set up for a large plow. And then you just turn it on and go. You have to adjust the... you have to adjust it for the rig. Like if I turn it off and quit playing and I come back in tomorrow, the green line might not be on the tractor, so you have to readjust it. There's an adjustment for that. Like for example, let's say I was plowing, instead of plowing this way, I was plowing that way. Okay. There's a control that I can hit and swap that out. So now the lines are going that way. And if it was off, there's another one that I can hit to line it up with the tractor. So I can put it back in line with the tractor. Yeah, they've had this. I had this in 19, and it might have been in 17, but I didn't like to use it. Well, I didn't. It's not that I didn't like to use it. I didn't want to. And everybody kept telling me, you need to use the GPS. You need to use the GPS. And I didn't want to. I used Courseplay too much. And when I got to FS19, I finally started using the global positioning. And it works really good. And it's not that hard to get used to using. It's pretty easy to set up. What I do is I have programmable buttons on my keyboard, and I have, let's see, 4 buttons that I program to do what I have to do. So I can just easily hit a button and change things. Andy, what's the actual name of the mod? Do you remember? I'd have to get out of the game to look. Been so long since I loaded it. I just call it GPS. There is, but it doesn't work very good. I don't use it like I used to. The only thing I use Courseplay for now is to pick up something from the combine and haul it to a truck. Like if I've got a overloader, I'll use it for. Well, the overloader, like Courseplay, didn't work in 19. With overloaders, didn't work. So I stopped using it because it was the only thing I used it for. I could look it up, Andy. Guidance steering mod, it's called. I think that's the one I got. Okay, there you go, Andy. It's also on Farm Sim's own mod page. If you go to the official Farm Simming 22 page in the web and go to mods, you'll find it. It's just called GPS, guidance steering, and you can get it directly from Giant. Yeah, I use a mod called Auto Drive for that now. It works pretty good. Actually, with Auto Drive, there's a lot of maps now will come with an Auto Drive map on them, and so you don't have to put it in. You just use it. About $500,000, I guess, Tim, if I'd have to guess. Because I had to sell it a bale at a time, I didn't keep track. But I know I had about 15. I had about 1.5 million, and I'm up to 2,100,000. So between 5 and 600,000. Wasn't worth the effort to me. It's a lot of money, but it's a lot of work too. You're welcome, Daniel. On PS4? Now, PS4, I don't know. You'd have to check. I've never played it on PS4. I have played it on Xbox, but I haven't played it on PS4. I have PS4, but I just never played it on PS4. PS4's, because it's Sony, they're so picky about, mods on their games. So I never messed with Sony with the PlayStation. I did put it on Xbox. But as far as that goes, I don't know if they have it or not. You'd have to check. I'm pretty sure they probably do, because GPS is a common mod. And if GPS is in the Giant page, like I said it was, they probably have it for at least the Xbox, if not the PlayStation 2. But it would be easy to find out if you have a PlayStation. Just go into the mod section and see if it's in there. God, I'm not going to get this field done. I've been trying to get this field done for live stream after live stream. Haven't been able to get to it. Farmer's work is just never done. Isn't that right, Andy? Anyway, Daniel, the odds are with you being for the consoles, because generally, if it's on Giant's webpage, it's for consoles and PC. Yeah, I'll be lucky to get half done today. Oh, well. Que sera, sera, as Doris Day would say. Oh, I hit a stump. Darn stump. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if it wasn't for mods, if it wasn't for mods, some of these games that come out wouldn't be played like they are. I'll give you the biggest example is Skyrim. Skyrim, nobody would have played Skyrim if they weren't able to do mods. Once you played Skyrim for 6 months, you were pretty much over it. Then they started coming out with mod after mod after mod, and it really changed the game. It's kind of the same with this game. I would never have played this game as much as I have had there not been access to mods, because the maps that Giant puts out are crap, and you'd get bored real quick with the maps that they put out. And there's only, like, initially there were only 2 maps each time they brought a game out. And then a couple of times they had the same map, in the game. And they weren't very good. And if you think about it, as I've said, you're planting a crop, harvesting a crop, and selling the crop over and over and over. And if it wasn't for mods allowing you to, to take some of your crops and make something out of them, like in this one, I can make breakfast cereal with raisins and honey, and oats. I've got a couple of factories over there that make stuff from the stuff that you grow. So, but those are mods. That's not part of the, initial game. But if it wasn't for mods, you'd get bored. Now I gotta start working on those other fields that I bought over there. Yeah, now most of the mods that I'm using are ones that I've done myself. I didn't make this plow. It's somebody else's mod, but this tractor is one of mine, I think. So I'm doing 19 miles an hour plowing. What's this thing do normally? About 9 miles an hour? Yeah, almost every piece of equipment on my farms are mods, and a lot of them I did myself. I modded myself. Alrighty, well, that's going to conclude my stream for today. My 2 hours is up. I allot myself 2 hours. And hope you had fun. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And I'll be back. I don't know. I might live stream over the weekend if I feel like it on something, either Red Dead or maybe something new. I don't know. We'll see if I have time. If not, I'll see you next Tuesday on Farmer's Dynasty. And again next Thursday on Farm Sim. So, again, hope you had fun. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. And have fun playing games. And I'll see you next time.